Welcome to the demonstration movie of FARO HD CSI Edition. So obviously we've got a blank screen in front of us here, and we can show you some of the different ways that you can create crime scene diagram, 3D scene, animation, etc. using the tools that are available in the system. So one of the things that we can do is use Google Maps. So I'm going to go straight to Google Maps, and I'm going to just simply type in an address in Kamloops, British Columbia, where our office is. So with Google Maps, you can choose any location you want. Obviously, you're going to be choosing the location of the crime scene. And we'll show you how this can work for you. So what we're doing here is we're choosing the area where the crime happened, perhaps in the parking lot area behind this building. We're just going to click OK. Now as soon as we do that, we've dropped it in the system. Everything's to scale. So when I say to scale, I mean if we measure from one side of the street to the other side of this street using our measuring tool here, we'll just measure right from the edge of the sidewalk over to the other edge. That distance of 49.17 feet, that's going to be precisely correct, right to the millimeter. So you never have to worry about that. And if we put a car in here, and we'll go right to our database of 20,000 vehicles, and let's choose a Cadillac 2012 Escalade. When it goes on the scene, it goes on exactly to scale. So you never have to worry about whether or not things are to scale. It just happens automatically in our system. So when we look at any model that's in the scene, not just this Cadillac Escalade, but any model that's in our system, it's precise in every way. So back to our scene here, one of the things you might want to do is click over here on the left and delete anything that's on the image that wasn't there at the time that the crime occurred. So this is a really good tool. You can just drag around whatever it is that you want to remove, release your mouse, and it's gone, matching the background. The building here, no problem. We're going to click on the Draw tab, and beside the polyline tool, which is a continuous line, we're going to draw the structure genius. And we're just tracing this building, but we know because the scaling is accurate to 12 decimal places that this building that we've just traced, when we look at these dimension lines, those are going to be exactly right. So we've got a 3D building immediately. So if this building was made of brick, no problem. We can go here, make it brick using our texture. We could put on doors and windows. We could place them exactly where they were using the Windows properties. So if we click on the window itself, notice we can put on exactly where it was along the wall, how far it was off the ground, and we can put in the exact size. We can change the frame, the transparency, anything, and same for doors. So if we click here, put a door on the wall, it cuts a hole in the wall, immediately makes everything the right size. Now if the next level of the building was the same, like an apartment building or something, we can just add on another level. Click here. Guess we wouldn't want that doorway in there. Now we'll add another level. And so you can do things like 3-story apartment buildings, things like that, in a hurry and precise. Now outdoor measurements can be accomplished in a number of different ways. Notice I'm just clicking on the bottom level and putting a floor in there. And if I want, I can click on the top level here and put a ceiling on. If we've got measurements at the scene, problem. Measurements, coordinate. Now, our coordinate log can be placed wherever we want in the scene. So we're going to move it over to where in the real world we actually took our measurements. So if the measurements were taken right along this curve line here, so for example 12 feet to the north, 22 to the east, it puts the point in right there. Now we can color our points however we like, put in descriptions for each point, and choose to actually show the description on the diagram. So you can enter measurements to whatever level of accuracy you want. And have up to 22 sets of measurements on the same scene. This is a really quick overview of how to set up your scene using Google Map as a start point, entering measurements, placing models to some extent. So we're going to change gears now, and we're going to start a building from downloading a set of total station points. So ARIS supports every type of total station file that's out there, as well as direct download from any total station or data collector. So we're going to bring in a set of points right now. Now I'm just going to import all these points. As soon as I do, you'll see all the points in the measurement log down below, and the points plotted on the scene. Now you probably wouldn't want to go around and try to remember how to connect all the dots, so we save you the trouble. All you have to do is click over here, join by common description, and we've pretty much got it done. And we can click on this polyline here that describes the building. So there's your building outline, and let's convert it to the Structure Genius. Close it, and we got all our dimensions in place. Now our dimensions, those dimensions might be a little bit too big for the sizes, so what we can do is go to dimension lines here. We can change the offset if we want, we can change the thickness, we can change the size of the arrow. So let's knock those right down. Text size to 0.5, and everything's going to get quite a bit neater. When it prints out as a CAD drawing perfectly to scale. You never have to worry about that. So there's the outline of our building, no matter how complicated, pretty easy to do. To draw your interior walls, same thing. You're going to use our tool for that, Structure Genius. Snap to that point. Now we've got a wall in right there. Doors and windows, same thing, piece of cake. Click on the wall, door, whoops, too fast, door, window. If we had total station points, we would just be able to snap right to it. Now we can still bring in points that were measured on the inside of the building. Let me show you how. We'll bring in yet another set of points. So here's a whole set of points here that I've dropped in, a second set, and we can move those to wherever they were taken. So we snapped it right to there. We're going to reduce the point size so we can see what's going on here. And there's our victim. There's the position as measured. So let's go in and get a victim model. Now, this victim can be resized, posed, to line up with our points. So I'm going to uncheck it, click on the victim, and now we can move our victim to whatever position we want here, and then pose again. So it's very, very easy to work with the posing system. It really uses forward kinematics. Each part of the body can be moved in 6 different directions. So we'll unpose. So very easy to get victims in position, that sort of thing. To put furniture in the room, also easy. We're going to click here under Furniture. Here's our office. Let's put a desk in. Put in a chair at the desk. See how easy this is. Now the same thing, we could take a victim and put a victim in position. This time we'll use more of a human looking victim. This victim can be posed as well, or person I should say. So you can pose your victim or person just the way they were found in the crime scene. So you can pose them and then move them. If they were slumped over at the desk, for example, no problem. To the side, to the back, to the front. Click on the head. So we'll unpose. Show you a couple more things about this particular model. We can put them into position. Right here. Now we'll click on our chair. Move our chair underneath. And if we want, we can click on our victim again and look at the skeletal view and not the body. So in an instant, show the skeletal view, muscular view, circulatory system to explain cause of death, that sort of thing. All of that can be done very easily. Even things like if you want to draw a pool of blood or something like that. And we got our pool of blood. And we can elevate it up. So you can totally control the position of anything on all 3 axes, X, Y, and Z. If you want to show a blood splatter on the wall, click on the wall, click Image. Let's go to blood. I guess we better change the background of the wall to white too. All of these things are easily done. Everything's precisely to scale. Any further questions? Just ask us. We'll be happy to do a customized personal presentation for you. Thanks for watching.